Hey guys, how's it going? I hope you are having an amazing day thus far. My name is LaToya L. Wallace, your tax and bookkeeping specialist. One of the things that I do is seek to give you that peace of mind knowing all of your tax and accounting needs are in the hands of someone who cares. And so today, guys, I just want to come to you very brief, and I'm going to be talking about 5 common tax benefits for small business owners. Again, 5 tax benefits for small business owners. Now, you may have heard of these tax benefits and you may have not. You may be one that just started their business this year, one have yet to file a corporate tax return. Coming into the end of this year, going into the next tax season, you want to make sure you can take advantage of these tax benefits. Again, these are common. Look, guys, there are hundreds of tax benefits that small business owners can take advantage of. But unfortunately, out of all these hundreds, a lot of small business owners and entrepreneurs only take advantage of a few. Only take advantage of a few. And there are so many of them, right? As the upcoming months, as we get closer to the end of the year in these upcoming months, what I'll do is just kind of come in, chime in with you guys, kind of give you some tax benefits, some other tax benefits that I think will be beneficial for you to make sure you take advantage of. Other tax tips, accounting tips coming towards the year end. We're headed into that fourth quarter. So different things like that. So stay tuned for those. I'm going to try my best to just kind of get on and come in and make sure that I let you guys know and just kind of give you some tips and some information that I believe is important and is pertinent for you this coming tax season coming up, right? But today I just want to make it simple and go over 5 small business tax benefits that you can take advantage of. So let's get started. And so the first one that I want to tackle, and these are again very common, but very beneficial. The first one is startup expenses. Startup expenses. Again, if you just launched a business, if you already been in business and you just launched an additional business for another additional stream of income, right? If you've already been in business, but you haven't been operating as a business, and this is the year that you decided to operate it as a business, there are some startup expenses that you can take advantage of. What do I mean by startup expenses? It can be website design, it can be graphic designs, it can be whatever it took whatever expense you incurred that led up to starting your business, launching your business, whatever expenses for you to launch your business. Business cards, it can be marketing strategies, it can be legal fees, professional fees. There's a range of different fees that you incurred when you decided to start up your business on this year that you could take advantage of, and you could take advantage as much as $5,000, right? So you want to make sure that you have all the proper documentation. You want to make sure that you have your receipts, everything that you did to start up your business that led up to starting the start of your business, right? So startup business expenses. This is one tax benefit that a lot of people miss out on, or they don't take full advantage of it. Why? Because they simply don't have the proper documentation. Laptops, whatever furniture for your home office, equipment that you use, technology, training, whatever it would, travel, all those different things, whatever it involved for you to launch the start of your business, you can take advantage. That is a tax benefit. You can take tax deductions from that. So you want to make sure you keep that in mind, okay? The second one, very common, travel, meals, and entertainment, right? Travel, whether it be airfare, car rental, mileage, gas. It can be meals that you had to incur. When you travel to another state, you travel to a convention, you travel to some type of training. Meals and entertainment, you had a particular event that was associated with your business, starting up your business, getting your business out there as a network and marketing strategy. The travel that it entail for that is a tax benefit. Now, a lot of people, there's limitations and there's different stimulations when it comes to travel, meals, and entertainment, but it's definitely a tax benefit that you want to make sure you take advantage of. So again, hold on to all of your receipts, proper documentation, right? The third one is retirement contributions. Business owners have the option when they're business owners and you have what is called SEP IRA or solo 401k. This is for like small business owners. When you're an employee, you have the 401k set up. You may have a pension plan. You may have all those things that your employer sets up for you. But as a business owner, these are things that you want to make sure you take advantage of in your retirement planning. You want to make sure you take advantage of those contributions that you make towards your retirement, because it is a tax benefit. It is a tax write-off, the contributions that you make, just as if it is when you are an employee. When you're the employer, as the business owner, there are benefits that you can take advantage of. So if you don't have a retirement planning set up, you want to make sure you get that set up before the year end, because you have a deadline to where you can get all your contributions in, but at the same time, that is a tax benefit to where you can get the deductions for when you file your tax return as well. Okay? And this is one that a lot of people don't talk about. It greatly reduces your tax liability. The contributions that you make towards your retirement accounts or investment accounts, it reduces your tax liability. And a lot of people don't take advantage of that. I know quite a few clients that I have that did not know that they can take advantage of it. And this is something that I make sure I make sure I inquire about with my clients, because I want to make sure that they are taking advantage of this benefit, because it greatly reduces your tax liability. Okay, so you want to make sure you keep that in mind. Another thing is number 4, health insurance. Health insurance as a self-employer, or as a business owner. You're self-employed, you want to make sure you have health insurance. We know health insurance as an employer can be quite expensive. So even as a self-employed, self-employed, you still have to have health insurance. Well, there's a tax benefit to that. That can reduce your tax liability. Yes, there are limitations. There are different guidelines that is embodied in that, but you can definitely take advantage of it. You can definitely take advantage of it. And again, I'll go into more other type of insurance that you can take that is a tax deduction as well. But today I just want to give the one about health benefits, right? Or health insurance. Not just for you though, just so you know this as well. Health insurance that you spend on your spouse, on your family as a whole, there's a tax benefit to it. There is a tax benefit to it, right? And the last one that I want to talk about, just to kind of, again, I told you guys I was going to be brief, but the last one that I want to talk about is hiring your children, right? Hiring your children. If you are a business owner and you're an entrepreneur, this year alone, with a home-based business, those who have opened up home-based business, you've been hearing this buzz about hiring your children. You can hire your kids, right? Well, there is stimulations around it. There is limitations with that, being 17 and under. There's tax benefits for that. You don't have to pay Social Security or Medicare tax if they're 17 and under, which is a great benefit. That is a great benefit. The ages from your child can be as young as 3, and you can hire them as an employee, right? But again, benefit, no Social Security or Medicare tax, right? If they're 17 and under, no Social Security or Medicare tax. That is a great benefit. That reduces your tax liability in such a good way, right? So that is a great tax break. But let me tell you this. You have to operate as a sole proprietor to take advantage of this tax benefit. You can hire your children as employees, yes, 17 and older, and things of that nature as a partnership, and they will be on payroll just as an employee. But when you're talking about hiring your kids, those who have chores around the house, those who work in your home-based business, if you have a home-based business, those who work in your home-based business, well, you only can take advantage of this benefit if you are a sole proprietor. Okay, so if you do not have a home-based business, you want to get one, because if you get one and you operate as a home-based business, sole proprietor, you have a tax advantage for hiring your children. Those allowances can be payroll, right? So you want to take advantage of that. What else about that? So you can't be a partner. Now what you can do, now if you and your spouse are partners, yes, you can take advantage. But if you are in a partnership with someone other than your spouse, then you can't take advantage of this. You will have to be a sole proprietor, and you can be a partner with your spouse. So again, there are some other guidelines and some other ramifications around that, but it is a tax benefit that you want to make sure you take advantage of. You want to make sure that you are aware of, okay? And guys, look, that is all I have for today. Again, I just wanted to be brief. I just wanted to give you 5 common small business tax benefits that you may or may not know of, that you probably want to look a little more deeper into to make sure you're taking the full deduction that is due to you come time for you to file your taxes. You want to make sure you have your proper documentations. I did a video on bookkeeping tips for small business owners and for beginners, right? And one of the things I talked about in there was making sure you have proper documentation, making sure you automate everything. Automate all your documentations. You can scan them, take a picture of them. There's different apps and different things that you can do to make sure it is paperless and seamless as possible, but yet effective, right? So you want to make sure you check out that video. I give small tips for bookkeeping for beginners, okay? But in there, I talk about proper documentation. So when it comes to your tax benefits and your tax deductions, this coming tax season, you want to make sure the things you need to take advantage of, the startup business expenses. Remember, new entrepreneur, new business owner, first time starting up a business, you have expenses that you'd incur. You want to make sure that you take advantage of you want to make sure you have your proper documentation so you can get that deduction for that, okay? We talked about retirement insurance contributions, right? We talked about health insurance. We talked about retirement contributions as business owners. We talked about child hiring your kids. We talked about that. We talked about travel, meals, and entertainment. So again, as we get closer to the year end, going into the tax season, I'll come on and just kind of give some more common tax benefits, kind of give some more tips that you want to make sure you're aware of, that you take advantage of, and that you prepare for, so you can be ready this coming tax season, because a lot of things has changed. A lot of tax updates has happened, and there's going to be a lot of tax updates that's going to come, and so you want to make sure you're aware of them. So stay in the loop. Subscribe to my page so you can stay in the loop and stay on top of these things, okay? And until next time, have an amazing